Hello, everyone. My name is John McDougall. I'm a Regional Vice President with ACN, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to a live web presentation. Now, the business we're going to be sharing with you, it's a home-based e-commerce business in which you have a chance to earn significant residual income every time customers pay their bills and purchase high-quality consumable products. A chance to improve both your financial and physical health, and a life-changing business opportunity from a company with a proven track record of success. So what is it that you're looking for? What's brought you onto this presentation? Maybe you're just looking for the chance to earn some extra income. You get to the end of the month, you find there's more months left, but no money left, and you're looking for something to fill that gap. Or possibly you're looking for the security of a plan B to alongside your plan A, your job, or your other business activity. Now, I think we'll agree it's becoming a pretty insecure world at the moment, isn't it? So the idea of having a financial safety net, a plan B, I think that's a really smart idea for all of us. Or maybe it's that you're looking for a new career. Maybe you're unhappy in what you're currently doing. You're looking to make a change. Maybe that change is to no longer have a job, but to actually to be your own boss, to have your own business. Or maybe it's you're looking for a better lifestyle, simply a better way to be earning your income. And actually, it's that last point that attracted me to ACN almost 18 years ago. Because even though I've had some huge financial challenges in my life, if we go back 18 years, actually money wasn't such a great issue for me at that time. So I already had a successful restaurant business, and in truth, it was producing me a very good income. But unfortunately, there was a price to be paid. You see, I found myself working 10, 12, 14-hour days, often 7 days a week. Actually hadn't had a holiday more than 2 years when a friend of mine phoned me to ask me to look at ACN. So what I recognize in ACN, and what is my pleasure to be sharing with you, is a smarter way for us to be earning our income. And the way that we can have an equal or even greater income than we're currently earning, but not be the issue in the creation of that income and have the lifestyle that we want at the same time. So what is this important notice telling us? This is simply telling us that ACN is not some get-rich-quick scheme. It can be get rich, but it takes time, it takes effort, and customers need to be acquired for all the payments to be made in the ACN plan. So ACN is now an international e-commerce company, having started almost 24 years ago. We've gone from a company that when I looked at it 18 years ago was only operating in 2 countries, that's the US and Canada, to one that's operating in a total of 25 countries today. You see, we've added on 15 countries here in Western Europe, 3 Eastern European countries, Hungary, Czech Republic, and Poland. On the other side of the world, we've gone to Australia, New Zealand, and 2 Asian markets, South Korea and our newest market, which is Japan. And also, we got into our first Latin American country, which is Mexico as well. Now, we're doing pretty well in our existing markets, already turning over 700 million in revenue and growing. But we will be adding on more countries. So we've already got business plans in place for countries like Taiwan, Philippines, Colombia, and Turkey. Looking forward 10, 15, 20 years from now, well, we could be in anything between 50 and 100 countries. We have millions of customers, and this has made us the largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services in the world. Now, myself and my business partner that invited you onto this presentation, we're not employees of ACN. We're independent business owners working with ACN. But ACN has more than 1,000 employees, over 9 separate facilities around the world. Our world headquarters is in Concord, North Carolina. Here in Europe, our headquarters is in Amsterdam with 2 further facilities, one in Malmö in Sweden, another in Wrocław in Poland. And this is where all the employees are that do all the difficult stuff that you and I probably wouldn't want to do. They take the orders for the products, they ship out those products. They connect our customers up to our services. They do all the billing, they do all the customer support. So all that we need to do is 2 things. That's acquire those customers in the first place and build the teams of people to acquire the customers. Now, we were founded 24 years ago by 4 gentlemen. These are the original ACN co-founders, still closely working with us today. 2 gentlemen that look remarkably similar, Mr. Mike and Tony Kupitz. They are identical twins, that's why they look so close. They're vice presidents of ACN. The president of ACN, Mr. Greg Provenzano, and Mr. Robert Stefanowski, the chairman of the board of an ACN. And these 4 gentlemen who weren't born with silver spoons in their mouth, came in the hard areas of Detroit, but they had huge ambition to build a company to become the #1 with a referral marketing arena based on 5 principles of vision, ambition, opportunity, integrity, and success. Now, you have an opportunity to have your own e-commerce business here. E-commerce is huge, isn't it? I mean, current statistics say $1.5 trillion worth of products and services purchased over the internet. In fact, the estimate is by the end of this year, that will actually break the $2 trillion mark. Looking forward to 2020, that's anticipated to go to more than $4 trillion. Now, I'm sure all of us have purchased a product or service over the internet and over the last 12 months or so. I seem to do it almost every day nowadays. So we are already participating and benefiting from that industry as consumers. But when you've got a huge market like that, you know, as entrepreneurial minded people, of course, the question that comes to our mind is, how can I take a slice of that market? Now, normally that's not possible for any of us, is it? But because to set up our own e-commerce business, I mean, that would normally cost you thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of pounds. But you can have your own e-commerce business from ACN with an absolute fraction of that, because ACN will give you your own online shop where you can get customers, not just from the UK market, but all the 25 countries ACN operate in. And what I'm going to do now is just share with you a short video that'll give you a little bit more information about that.
E-commerce has been one of the fastest growing industries over the past decade. Over 1 billion e-commerce users worldwide make purchases online to save time and transportation costs. Plus, they enjoy the convenience of being able to shop online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Imagine having your very own personalized online shop to be able to offer your customers a wide range of essential products and services. Managing your own online business has never been easier. We will host and maintain this fully functioning e-commerce business and take care of all the back office support. This includes processing of currencies and payments, providing customer service, maintaining the website content, managing inventory, as well as shipping products to your customers. Your personalized online shop will be available in 15 languages, so that you can develop a global business in 24 countries on 4 continents. Traditionally, the cost associated with establishing an online global presence is extremely high and typically unattainable for the average person. However, we automatically provide this to you when you join our company. Earn money every time one of your customers places an order. All it takes is a few clicks.
So what are the products and services we can offer through our own online shop? And for the purpose of this presentation, I'm going to be focusing on the products and services available from the UK market. Now, some of you I know are connected from other countries. Get back to the person invited on this presentation, and they'll direct you to their online shop so you can get information about the products and services available in your own marketplace. So here in the UK, we have the service that we actually started off with 18 years ago, fixed line phone service. Old technology, you may say, but there's still something like 23 million of them here in the UK. People who are BT customers can come over to ACN for both the line rental and calling, get the same, if not even better quality service, but at a more competitive price. But we also have the new generation of phone services. That's digital phone service. A lot of us like the idea of having a landline number, don't we? Maybe particularly if we're working from home. But you can have a landline number through the digital phone service without the costs associated with actually installing a landline. Because when you get the digital phone service, they'll send you out a little adapter you can plug into your broadband. You can then plug in it to power and also plug in your regular handsets. And this means you've got a landline number or an additional landline number in your own home. One of the big advantages of that, though, it's completely portable in 2 ways. You can take the box with you, but also you have a companion app that you can have on your smartphone. So I have a second home out in Thailand. I can be out there in Thailand and somebody can call me on my digital phone service, which is a London number. The phone rings on my mobile in Thailand, pick up the phone, have a regular conversation with them. The nice thing about that is The person phoning me is only paying for the cost of a call to London, and I'm not paying any roaming charges as I would be if they're phoning me on my mobile phone. Now, we've got a great call package there. So for £11.99 a month, you can have 2,000 minutes worth of calls to landlines and mobiles in 31 European countries. And for an extra £4, you can have the World Bundle, which will give you an additional 1,000 minutes worth of calls to 40 countries. So again, you can see how you can actually reduce all your calling costs. The next service we have is our own mobile service under the Joy brand. Now, ACN do the billing, they do the customer support, but it's not our infrastructure. We actually use Three's infrastructure here in the UK. Why? Because of the quality of their data, particularly their 4G service. We've got different tariffs people can take between £8.99 a month up to £26. For £26, that would give you unlimited calls, unlimited SMS, and a whacking great 8 gig of data, and let's say with 4G capabilities. We also have some wonderful partnerships. The first partnership we're going to talk about this evening is with Virgin Media, a very well-known brand initiated by Richard Branson. Again, we've chosen them because the quality that they offer here, because they have the best quality broadband available for the residential marketplace here in the UK. I have the 100 megabit option. Last time I checked, it worked at 106. And that's by no means the fastest they do. They currently go up to 200 megabit, and by next summer, they'll be offering 250 megabit options. And you can incorporate your TV and phone service into that as well. We also have a partnership for home security with a company called Verisure, very new in the UK, but actually they're the largest security company in the European marketplace. We've chosen them because they're high in technology but very low in cost. And one of the unique selling points about them is because, you know, when your alarm goes off, most of the time your neighbors and the police will ignore that. Well, with Verisure, they actually have a partnership. In fact, they're part of the Securitas group. So when they verified that it is a real alarm call, they can send around a security guard to check out your premises for you. We also have two great partnerships for utilities, for gas and electricity. We have one for residential gas and electricity with a company called First Utility. Now, I'm sure all of you have heard of the Big Six. They're the ones that dominate the marketplace. I have been doing up to this point. Many of them are the original monopoly providers. Well, First Utility is now number 7 in the marketplace. They're the largest alternative supplier of gas and electricity here in the UK. And the reason why they've been able to do that is because they've been very, very competitive on their pricing. Of course, we brought them a lot of customers as well. We've also got a great option for business gas and electricity with a company called LSI Energy, who's one of the top 4 brokers here within the UK. It's very simple. Get hold of a copy of your customer's bill, load it out there, put in some details of that customer, and also sign a simple letter that says that they can, LSI can actually speak to their existing provider and any prospective providers for them. But they'll research your marketplace, give your customers a choice of some deals when they choose one. That means that your customer can get a great saving. And, well, one of my team members saved his customer was £4,000 a year. Interestingly, that customer was with British Gas. And guess who we ended up with? British Gas. But the LSI was able to cut a much better deal for them. But, of course, it means when that customer takes that deal, you can now get paid when that business uses their gas electricity. Same with the residential service as well. Very simple. You just go online with your customer. They put in some details, their existing provider. First Utility will give them some options. When they choose one of those options, depending on the amount of saving and the length of the contract they want, you're actually going to be able to get paid then when that person uses their gas electricity. I mean, even when people go to bed, they still leave the refrigerator on, don't they? And you can still get paid. Now, as well as the essential services that we offer, services that people are using every day in any case, and we can save them money on that, we also have some great product lines as well. We have a great product line within the wellness arena, which is getting close to becoming a $1 trillion industry in its own right. We have a weight loss system. A couple of capsules I take in the morning called Go because they give you more energy during the day. A couple of capsules I take at night called Recover. They give you a good night's sleep. And then a meal replacement shake, which is designed to completely replace a meal because of all the right nutrients in order to do that. I personally use that to replace my breakfast, or more accurately brunch, I would suggest. Now, common ingredient in these is something called glucomannan, and that's a soluble fiber that we source from Japan. And when you take it with water, it expands in your stomach up to 40 times the volume, and it means that it just naturally makes you feel more full and also puts more fiber into your diet, which is a good thing in itself. While quite often we're snacking and not really eating very healthily, and we're therefore missing often essential vitamins and minerals. And we have a vitamin and mineral supplement called VitaPlus. We have a formulation for men, another one for women, because the nutritional needs are different. We all like a snack occasion, don't we? I like a chocolate biscuit with my coffee first thing in the morning. Well, you can have a chocolate biscuit now without feeling so guilty, because the Crunch Bar is high in proteins and fiber, but low in carbohydrates and sugars, and very tasty at the same time. Our newest range of products is within the personal care arena. And again, we've done a great partnership here, because we partnered up with a gentleman by the name of Peter Lammis, who's been doing personal care and hair care in the United States for more than 50 years. He has his own salons there, and he ranks many Hollywood A-listers and other celebrities as part of his client base. Now, his clients were asking him to recommend various products that they could use. And when he started doing his research, he found that many of the products available in the marketplace were potentially harmful to people. They contain things like petrochemicals and things called parabens, which are preservatives, which have been more and more proven to be damaging to people's health. What he did then is devise his own system, which is not only not animal tested, it also doesn't even contain any animal ingredients, just completely natural herbal beauty products. So what we're going to do now is share with you a little video that will give you a bit more information about the product lines, and then I'll come back and share with you some information about how we get paid in ACN.
As a leader in the direct selling industry for over 20 years, our company continues to evolve its product portfolio, providing you and your customers with a high-quality range of essential products and services. From phone service to home security, energy and broadband, you have a host of attractive competitive services that are widely available in most households. Our wellness category features a product range that will help you achieve your wellness goals. These highly efficacious products are backed by science and designed to help you reach and maintain your ideal lifestyle while giving your body the nutrition it deserves. Celebrity stylist Peter Lammis has joined forces with us to launch an exclusive line of personal care products, combining the most natural, exotic ingredients with advanced technology to give you dramatic results. This innovative line of skin and hair care products was specifically formulated to target different types of skin and hair. Discover this unique, paraben-free line of personal care products today, combining the best of nature and science.
So what is ACN's business model? How come we're so successful at what we do? Well, unlike traditional companies, we don't do things like media advertising, internet marketing, or mass mail shots. What we do instead, we go directly to the customers using something we call social or referral marketing. Now, those are just grand terms for something pretty simple most of us do most of the time in any case. For instance, when I had a restaurant business, people used to come into my restaurant, have a good meal, and then they'd speak to their friends, their family, work colleagues about it. And of course, some of those people sort of used to come to my restaurant to try a meal for themselves. Now, the customer that made the referrals came back to my restaurant. I didn't have a check waiting for them because they sent some customers my way. You see, we make these referrals in any case, don't we, without getting paid. But in ACN, things can be very different, because ACN doesn't spend any of those millions of pounds on traditional marketing methods. We can do two things with the cash. We can offer our customers high quality and competitive products and services, but we can also get paid for making those referrals. Now, when you make a decision to get involved with ACN, you're going to need to go online. You're going to need to do a registration with ACN. Get your license from them. What's ACN then going to do? They're going to give you your own personalized online shop, your own e-commerce business. They're going to take care of all the customer services, do all the billing and delivery. They're also going to send you a huge box, a Team Trainer Starter Kit, which has about £250 worth of samples in there and other marketing tools as well. So how much could it cost you to have your own e-commerce business? Well, I said it could cost you anything like millions of pounds, but you can have your own e-commerce business with ACN for a total cost of £484. But you know what the really cool thing is just in the UK market? You're putting your payment details on day one, but that payment's not taken till day 8. So you can work your ACN business, you can develop customers, build your team, position yourself for all the payments in ACN, and you haven't paid a penny until 8 days down the line. So what do we need to do in ACN? We need to acquire customers and build a team of people, and ACN is going to take care of the rest. So how do we get paid in ACN? Well, there's 4 ways we get paid. That's personal commissions, team commissions, customer acquisition bonuses, and fast start bonuses. I'm going to be sharing a little bit of information about all those 4 ways during this presentation. So personal commissions, you can earn up to 10% on the bills of the customers you get for the ACN services. And I really like this because this is real residual income. You know, residual income, that's doing something once and continuing to get paid on it. Well, my business partner, France, and I, we're still getting paid on the bills of customers we introduced to the fixed line phone service almost 18 years ago. But you could also earn 20% retail profit on the customers you get for the ACN products. And this happens a couple of different ways. Firstly, when you become an ACN independent business owner, you can access the products at the wholesale price, sell them on to your customers at the retail price, and you can keep that 20% difference. Alternatively, you can direct your customers to your own online shop. They will purchase those products at the retail price, and ACN will send you that 20% difference a week or 2 down the line. But what are the positions most of us are in? Most of us do all 40 or 45 hours a week work, don't we? End of the week or end of the month, you're going to get paid. But if you want to earn more income, what do you normally need to do? Do some more hours, do some overtime. And I hope your boss is actually going to pay you for that overtime. Well, ACN can put you in front of a much more powerful concept, a concept called leverage. And that was outlined once by a gentleman by the name of John Paul Getting. By the way, he was one of the first of the documented billionaires. Because he said he realized much better than he earned his income based 1% on the efforts of 100 other individuals, and he earned his income based 100% on his own efforts alone. So we incorporate this principle into ACN because as well as introducing customers in this program, we all need to introduce just a few customers. But you can also introduce some team members and business partners. People like yourself who may be looking for additional income, a security, a plan B, a new career to be their own boss, or to have a better lifestyle. Now, not limited to the number of people you can introduce this ACN business concept to. But what we've done this next slide here, we just put a very simple business model together here. What we suggested here is you've introduced just 2 team members, 2 business partners. 2 team members that do what? 2 team members who, like yourself, get some customers, and like yourself, also introduce some business partners. And purely to keep the figures nice and simple, all I'm suggesting that you do here is that you introduce just 2 team members your team members introduce 2 team members exactly like you did. And as those introduce 2, and they introduce 2, and they introduce 2, you'd end up with an organization that, taken down 7 levels, would have 254 team members in it, each with their own online shop. So now you can get paid not just on the customers that you personally introduced to ACN, but also the customers that are introduced through the 254 online shops in your team. So what if you yourself got 20 personal customers and everyone in your team did the same? Now, you don't need to do that overnight. That can be pretty well your career goal in ACN. But if that happened, you'd now have more than 5,000 customers that you can actually get paid on, with percentages ranging for the services between 1/4 and 7%, and for the products between 3 and 10%, depending on the levels that those customers are. Now you can put through any figures through this you like to give an idea of how much income you think this might produce. But if I just gave an example and suggested that each of those 5,000 customers had a dual fuel electricity bill with First Utility, that could produce you more than £4,000 per month of income, or more than £51,000 per year. Pretty handy additional income, I'm sure you would agree. But the point is, if you multiply that figure by 10, you wouldn't have exceeded the largest incomes being earned in ACN. But I also know for many of us, if we just got that 10% right, If we had an additional £400 a month, an additional £5,000 a year, I know that would make a huge difference to a lot of us. So there are 9 positions in the ACN plan. It's a very simple stair-step to success. We start off over on the left-hand side. Rapidly as possible, you're going to move over to the right, because as you do so, you're in a position to earn more and more income from ACN with fast start bonuses, overriding customer acquisition bonuses, and generational bonuses as well. So we start at the position of team trainer. As rapidly as possible, we want to qualify our position. It says that you need to get 6 personal points. Now, all our products and services have a point value. On average, it's 2 points per service. So that could be you getting 3 customers for the ACN services, for instance, and you could probably do that from your own home. So you're now a qualified team trainer. You're looking now to get the first position of the plan, which is executive team trainer. You now need to increase your point value to 20. Now, you can do that all yourself, but alternatively, those 20 points can come from yourself and your team. That's about 10 customers, remember. So as an executive team trainer, when somebody joins your team and they become a qualified team trainer within 37 days, you pick up a bonus of up to £40 when that happens. Now, you're not restricted how long you take to get to executive team trainer. But if you can achieve that within your first 37 days in the business, under a special promotion available for those of you that start this month, ACN will send you a special promotional bonus of £600. Now, what has that £600 done? It's completely recovered all your startup costs in ACN, hasn't it? And put you in a profitable position. Now, many traditional business owners would take many years doing that if they did that at all. And you've achieved that in your first few weeks in the business. Now you're looking to get the next position on the plan, that of executive team leader. To achieve that, between yourself and your team, 60 points, about 30 customers. Yes, you could do all those customers yourself, but maybe that's you and 5 members in your team getting, let's say, 5 customers each. That would come up to a total of 60 points and mean you're qualified as an executive team leader. Now you can earn bonuses up to £100 when somebody joins your team and gets qualified with that 6 points, that's 3 customers within 37 days. Again, you can take as long as you want to get to this position. But if you did achieve that position within your first 37 days in the business, ACN will send you a special promotional bonus of £900, providing you join this month and also you keep the position of executive team leader qualified over the 3 consecutive months. So what has that £900 done? Well, it's almost doubled your startup costs in ACN, hasn't it? So it's really already put you in a profitable position. You're now looking to get to the next position in the plan, that of team coordinator. Again, you need a total of 400 points this time, about 200 customers. Yes, you could do that all yourself, but well, I think that's working hard rather than working smart. I think it'd make a lot more sense, let's say, if you had 40 people in your team and they all got 5 customers each. Now, as a team coordinator, those bonuses go up to £260 when somebody joins your team and qualifies for those 6 points within 37 days. What happens if 10 people joined your team in a month? Up to £2,600? What if that was 20? So you can see why we call the team coordinator position the decision position. Because as a team coordinator, you can be in a position you're earning a full-time income. The only decision you need to make, do you want to be full-time in ACN or do you want to have 2 full-time incomes? That choice will always be yours. Next position of the plan is regional director. And here, a little bit of structure is involved. You need to have 3 separate legs in your organization with 3 leaders in each of those legs. Now you're earning up to £300 when somebody joins your team and gets qualified. Next position in the plan, regional vice president. Well, here you need to have 4 separate legs in your organization with a leader in each of those 4 legs. Now those bonuses go up to £340. Top position of the plan, senior vice president. 6 separate legs with a leader in each of those legs as a minimum. Now those bonuses go up to £360 each. And in these positions, you'd have a really big business. So you can see the income potential would be huge as well. In fact, it's not unusual for somebody in these top positions here to be earning more per month than most ordinary folks would expect to do in a complete year. And what we're going to do is just share some stories of some of the people that actually have achieved these positions. Firstly, I start off the executive team trainer position. We're going to hear from Miss Sally McIntosh all the way from Scotland. This was recorded one of our major international training events.
Hi, I'm Sally McIntosh and I'm from Montrose, Scotland, United Kingdom. Okay, I started Benavita as a customer, and within 2 weeks I'd lost 17 pounds. So I was quite amazed with that, so I decided to join the company. So since then, after joining the company, I became ATT within my first month and got my fast track bonus. And then with continuing with the Benavita, within 90 days I've lost 3 stones and 3 pounds, which is 45 pounds or just under 21 kilos. So I'm feeling fantastic and loving the company, and thank you very much.
Awesome, Sally. Great job. Fantastic, Sally.
Now let's hear from an executive team leader, Mr. Gary Grant. This was actually recorded at my home office here in London.
Hi everyone, my name is Gary Grant. I'm from North London. I manage my property portfolio on a part-time basis and building a second residual income business here with ACN. Why am I doing that? It's about financial freedom and lifestyle. Residual income gives you time and money freedom to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with whom you want. Very important for me is family time, quality family time to support my family and my children. I want to give you one example. My son, he's 15 years old. He used to be smaller than me. Now he's bigger than me. Total nightmare. He plays football 3 times a week. Mondays, Thursdays, I need to pick him up at 4 o'clock to get him there on time. Saturday mornings it's 8:30. Without the residual income, I would not be able to support him to do those things. Another reason is I like to travel. I love to travel. Sometimes people tell me I travel too much, but I've actually worked it out. We need 1 weekend off a month. That weekend starts from Thursday to Monday. We don't even have to leave the country. We can go to Scotland, we can go to Wales, we can go to Ireland. It's all about choices. So whatever your reasons are, I wish you all the best.
Now let's hear from a team coordinator, Mr. Jermaine Mine. Again, this is recorded in one of our international training events. And Jermaine's story as well is more about the Benavita product line.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jermaine Mayen and I'm from the Netherlands. Anybody from the Netherlands here? I'm 29 years of age. I'm a team coordinator within the business. And basically it all started for me by reading a book called The Compound Effect from Darren Hardy. Anyone knows The Compound Effect? I read the book and it was explaining about changing habits. And I really wanted to change some of my habits, and one of them was really to lose weight. And so ACN came out with Benavita. I never believed in shakes. I never used the shake. I never thought even that the shake could help me. But I started using it 6 days a week, in combination also, of course, with Go and Recover. And now a few months later, a little bit over 4 months later, I lost 12.5 kilos. Thanks to that, I also started to bring up some other habits that I was putting behind for a long while. I started singing again. I started running again. And 6 weeks from now, I'll be running my first full marathon right here in Rotterdam. One of my main motivations was because I wanted to go swimming with my son. And I postponed it for a long time because I was not feeling good about myself. But now I did. One thing I want to close with is a saying from Mr. Jim Rohn. You need to treat your body like a temple because you only have one to live in. Thank you very much.
Thank you, buddy.
Now let's hear from a regional vice president, Mr. Lijuu Thomas. And this was again recorded of one of our major international training events where Lijuu has been recognized as a regional vice president. And he's going to share with you 26 reasons why you should consider doing ACN.
And today, from the bottom of my heart, I want to encourage you to do ACN. And not to impress you, but to express upon you, I will use every letter of the English alphabet to just ask you to do it. Do it for A, Almighty God who put you on this planet to live as a legacy, not just live and die and pay bills. Do it for B, becoming the best version of the person that you can become. Do it for C, the charity that you support through ACN, who fed 1 million meals to hungry children last year. Do it for D, the destiny that you'll design, but deleting the devastating effects of debt in your life. Do it for E, the excuses that you'll stop making, that only sound best to the person who makes them, but are the nails that are used to build a house of failure. Do it for F, the freedom that you would have fought as you focus like a laser and not a flashlight. Do it for G, Gandhi's words that you will prove. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Do it for H, the humility you will develop of a servant leader who serves the team and not just manage it like a boss. Do it for I, the inspiration that you'll become to individuals who will one day look at you and say, because of you I didn't give up. Do it for J, the joy of being motivated and not manipulated. Do it for K, to kick out the toxic people who live rent-free in your head. Raise the rent and kick them out. Do it, do it. Do it for L, the leader that you'll become who leads by example and create more leaders and not followers. Do it for M, the mindset you will develop of a rich person who digs for gold and not a poor person who thinks about the price of the shovel. Do it for the N, the naysayers and the dream stealers who look at you and say, you can't, and you turn around and say, watch me. Do it for O, the opportunity of a lifetime that is being gifted to you that will make you ordinary to extraordinary. Do it for P, the professional that you'll become through practice that makes not perfect but better, as practice is the price that amateurs pay to become professionals every single day. Do it, do it, do it. Do it for Q, the quitter that you will not become, who's never remembered, as you prove that quitters never win and winners never quit. Do it for R, the respect that you will gain, as respect is not taken but earned. Do it for S, the strength that you will develop not by lifting weights, but by lifting yourself up every time you wake up, every time you lift yourself up. Do it for T, the team that you will develop as you prove teamwork makes the dream work. Do it for U, the unique personality that you will be, who lightens the room as you enter and darkens it as you depart. Do it for V, the values and pillars our co-founders, Greg, Mike, Tony, Rob, build this business on. Vision, ambition, integrity, opportunity. Do it for W, the work ethic that will give you willpower, the wings of an eagle who flies above the crowd of doubt. Do it for X, the extra vision that will make you visionary, who's initially ridiculed but then revered. Do it for Y, the youth that you radiate through your attitude that determines your altitude. Finally, do it for Z, the zeal that you will have of a free king and not a bound slave who does this. Thank you.
And finally, let's hear from a Senior Vice President, Mrs. Françoise Monfray, again recorded one of our international training events. And this is where we're actually launching the Illuminate personal care range.
Good morning, hello all the ACN reps. This is such an exciting moment. My name is Françoise Monfray. I started with ACN in 2004 and I just listened to Peter Lamas. You know, I have to tell you something. I am as excited as I used to be 10 years ago. This is such a turn of the company. This is such a defining moment. All the passion of Peter Lamas, you have to put all this passion in your organization. You know, ladies, stand up, speak up, because this is your time. 2015, that's our job to be up the stage and go for it. This is an exciting moment. This is fantastic time.
Now, Françoise was a tour guide when she got involved in ACN. And that's just one of the examples of the different backgrounds that people who have had great success in ACN have. The gentleman introduced me to ACN. He was the first senior vice president in the company. And yet, before he got involved in our industry, he spent 10 years trying to make it as a rock musician. His business partner, in contrast, had been a former dean of 2 business colleges. My business partner in ACN, Mrs. France Pedet, you know, she's a former director of TSB Bank. And yet, on the other end of the scale, you might say, well, the gentleman that was the first to reach that senior vice president position here in the UK, Jamaluddin, he was the security guard when he got involved in ACN. Now, I'm not taking anything away from security guards, but Jamal says it himself. If a security guard can get to the top of this company, anyone can get to the top of this company. And that statement is certainly true. We have a very simple system here, but it still needs a little bit of training. So we do trainings locally, regionally, and also internationally as well. And I'll give you some information about some upcoming events near the end of the presentation. And this is where you get the knowledge to be successful in ACN, the personal growth that you require. Also, you get the inspiration, the motivation, your results and achievements are recognized fully at these events. And plus, we have a huge amount of fun as well. So in order to get started in ACN, there's some basic things that you need to do. And what I'm going to do now is just finally go through that in just a little bit more detail with you and what we call a quick start overview. So firstly, quote from Brian Tracy, who's a world-renowned business coach. The key to achieving great success: decide upon your goal and then launch. Get started, take action, move. Good advice, Brian. So firstly, get hold of a copy of this document. It's a step-by-step guide to success, 7 basic points that you need to go through in order to be started properly in ACN. You can get hold of a copy of this yourself when you join ACN, or the person that is introducing you will probably give you a copy. One of the first things you need to do on that, though, is to set some goals. Determine your reason for doing ACN. Maybe it's you like the products, you like the idea of looking and feeling younger, having better health. But maybe you like the idea of having, like myself, more time for yourself, more time to spend with friends and family, the joy of being able to work from home, being your own boss. Also, maybe to have some more money. Some money you can use to support a favorite charity or your church or your mosque, but otherwise to have some of the good things in life, whether that's a better car, a better home, a better life, or a better future. You decide what you want for this business, but I advise you dream big, because ACN can pay you way beyond what you may think is possible for yourself. So when looking at this presentation. So you make a decision to get started in ACN. Day one, you need to go online, put in your details, including your payment details for the license fee. But that payment, as I said before, is not taken until day 8. It's a total of £484, including the VAT and delivery. So for a complete week, you do all the things that you need to do in ACN. You can even qualify your position, do that maybe even on your first day by getting yourself some customers. Also, remember, you're going to get your own online shop. You'll get training and support from ACN. You'll have a back office that not only gives you information regarding the UK market, but all through to all 25 countries ACN operate in. They're also going to send you a whole big box with product samples in it as well, up to about £250 worth of value there as well. Products that you can try yourself, so you can get the benefit of those products, and also share them with others so they can maybe become your customer or maybe decide to join your team. So you've got your own online shop. What do you do now? Go shopping. So to get your 6 points, if you can at all, from your from the services from your own home. When I started with ACN, I became a fixed line customer. I had a personal line at home and a business line, a fax line. That was 3 customers. And also I had 2 customers in the restaurant. 5 straight away. France did the same between her own home and her husband's business. But still, that's a valid service still, with a point each. The digital phone service I have today, that's 2 points. The Joy Mobile, that's between 1 or 2 points, depending on the package. The Virgin Media, that's between 1 and 2 points as well. Also, you've got a point for every £20 worth of products for the personal care and wellness that you purchase there as well. And I take all these products all the time. And also between 1 and 3 points for, in fact, the customers you get for the gas and electricity. So look to get yourself qualified as soon as possible, but also look to earn some of the special promotional bonuses that we have at the moment. For instance, one customer for the home security, that's a £100 bonus. That could be signing up your own home, where the upfront cost is only £195 plus VAT. You're going to get £100 of that back. The 3 home security customers, that'll be £500. To every pair of residential energy customers you get for the medium long-term tariffs, that's a £100 bonus each time. Business dual fuel, that's a £100 bonus each one. Also, for every pair of broadband customers you get, that's a £100 bonus. For Joy, that would be £75. Now, these are the bonuses available this month. You can also get £75 for every 30 points worth of customers going through your online shop. That's about £600 worth of orders. You've joined. You're looking to get yourself qualified. Remember the 6 points again, about 3 customers. You're now looking to move to the next position of the plan, that of executive team trainer. Remember, to do so, you need some more points. You could do the 20 points yourself. But maybe if you increase your points to 8 and you've got 2 team members in, like I mentioned in the previous slide, and they had 6 points each, well, that would be your 20 points done as well. Again, you can take as long as you want to get this position, but achieve that position within your first 37 days in the business and maintain that position for the 2 following months. Then you'll be total bonuses of £600 coming away, which is totally recovered your startup costs in ACN. You're now looking to get to the next position in the plan. Increase your point level to 60. Remember, you can do that personally, but I recommend do it from your team. So get yourself to executive team trainer, help 3 people that do exactly the same, and that will be your 60 points done that way. Again, you can take as long as you want to get to this position. But if you do achieve that position within your first 37 days and then maintain it for the following 2 months, there's total bonuses of up to £900 that will be coming away, which has almost doubled your starting costs in ACN. So we have a very simple success system here. What we suggest is get yourself qualified by being your own customer first. Then make a list of your contacts. Take your mobile phone and put those names down on a piece of paper. Why do I suggest that? It's a bit like going to a supermarket without your shopping list. What happens when you get home? You often find you've forgotten half the stuff you needed and you bought a load of stuff that you didn't need. It's exactly the same at ACN. You'll forget some good people if you don't put them down on paper. Then with our help, you're going to invite those people. Invite them to what? To presentations that we're holding now. To presentations, that we also hold in various hotel facilities and that. At the end of the presentation, some people are going to say to you, sorry, time is not great for me at the moment, but I tell you what, I want to save some money on my own bills and I'll support you in your business by being your customer. And maybe give you referrals to some people that maybe the timing will be better. People that have questions already get started, best thing for them to do is to attend training to get that extra level of information. At the end of that, they should be ready to get going. What are they going to do? They're going to be a customer, make a list, invite, train, present. A very simple circle of success. We have award-winning support here in ACN. You're going to get your own independent business owner back office. We're making that very friendly now for smartphones and for tablets as well. You also can access ACN through independent business owner support. We have also regular events as well. And also you got your support team to work with you. Here's the deal. We can't get paid without helping you get paid. We can't be successful without helping you be successful. So here's just a couple of examples of the presentations that our team alone holds it here in London. Tonight, for instance, there's a presentation happening in Camden Town, East London. Thursdays, that'll be Hayes and Harlington. Fridays, it's Croydon. Saturdays also, we do some tremendous events. In fact, this Saturday, we've got a very special guest speaker coming all the way from the Netherlands. Now, this particular gentleman, Arsus Hazard, is actually in my team, but it's got an amazing story. Because Arsus joined, it's maybe about 14 years ago now. But he wasn't designed for success. He was actually working as a pizza delivery guy, also washing dishes in a Chinese restaurant. And yet he's got incredible success in ACN that is developed over a period of years. Some people have got to these top positions much quicker than us, but here's a real example of what's possible in ACN, providing you stay the game. He's gone through huge personal development, and he'll be sharing some of his secrets about ACN with us at this special event on Saturday near Heathrow. Really urge you to be there if that's at all possible. Also, we've got a really special event happening here in the UK on the 15th of January. We'll have ACN president and co-founder, Mr. Greg Provençano, coming. First time he's been in the UK for something like 15 years. So really recommended you get there. You want to hear from the very top of the company. But the event of all events is the one we're going to be having in Rotterdam on the 24th to 26th of February, where we'll have one of my original sponsors there, Mr. George Daleki, who spent more than 50 years as a personal development coach. And he'll be sharing with you some great secrets, not just about success in ACN, but success in life. We'll also have Senior Vice President, Mr. James Adlam, coming over from the United States as well. He's one of the very, very top performers in the whole company. He did an amazing training at the last event that we have, and we're really pleased to have him back. Also, Peter Lamis, who's a gentleman behind our personal care range. Again, sharing his own thoughts and sharing his own expertise regarding the range he does. This really is an event that you don't want to miss. If you've never been to Rotterdam, it's really a really nice city, so a lot of people would just turn that into a holiday. So on that, I want to leave you really with some advice from Sir Richard Branson. If somebody offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes and then learn how to do it later. Great advice, Richard. So really on that, my job is done. Get back to the person that invited you and give them your score between 1 and 10. 1 being, I'm really sorry that timing is not right for the moment. But I tell you what, I want to save some money on my bills and support you by being a customer, and I'll give you some referrals as well. 2, you know what? I'm a 10. I don't just want to save money, I want to earn money as well. I'm ready to get started tonight, and they can do that with you. They can get you online and get you started. And if you're somewhere in between 6, 7, and 8, well, maybe you need some more information. So again, attend one of our Saturday trainings to get that information. But if you're hesitating at all, I'm guessing it's for 1 or 2 reasons. You're thinking, well, time's a challenge for me at the moment. That was my situation 18 years ago working in my traditional business. But I realized if I didn't make a change in how I earned my income, that wasn't going to change for me either. And I recommend you come to that conclusion. For others of you, it's maybe, I don't have £484 in my bank account. It's coming up for Christmas as well. You know what? When I got involved in this industry in 1993, that was my situation as well. But I realized if I didn't have £484 in my bank account, and actually it was about £1,000 to actually start with that particular company, I realized maybe things weren't working for me as well as they should be doing. And I realized again that meant I needed to make a change, and I needed to get started in this industry, something I've never regretted since, because it's done amazing things for myself and my partner. We have a second home out in Thailand. You know, I now spend 3 months in the year out there, and this is a guy that didn't take holidays 18 years ago. So it gives you an idea what's possible for all of us through this ACN business. So on that, I wanted to thank you all for your time and attention. Goodbye, everyone.